people. Welcome to Honest Cigar Reviews. And yep, I'm smoking a pipe again. It's still too cold outside. But I do have some good news pretty soon coming your way for a nice giveaway. So stay tuned for that. I can't reveal it quite yet, but I have a video in about a week or two. I'm loving this. I just got this in the mail today. This is, where's my tin here? Well, it's Orlik Dark Strong Kentucky. Got 3 ounces of it here. Oh, here it is. Here's the tin. And tell you what, this stuff is fantastic. First bowl, and I was like, oh, it just smells like a Virginia, but I am getting a nice Kentucky fire-cured flavor. It's really nice and sweet. And I guess there's Peter Heinrichs. I guess he has the same kind of stuff. Anyway, this stuff is awesome. So you'll see a review pretty soon on that. But today is on Bell's Brewery Porter. Bell's Brewery Porter. Why does it sound weird? Bell's Brewery Porter. Funny, because I am from Michigan. I live in Kalamazoo, and Bell's Brewery is based out of Kalamazoo, and they brew in Comstock, Michigan, which is, I think, like a half-hour away. So I'm very familiar with Bell's, but I've never, well, I've had their porter, but I've only had like a flight of it, so it doesn't seem very popular. Actually, yesterday, Bell's Oberon, which is like their summer wheat ale, just got released, and that's a big deal around here. It's kind of like the coming of spring is when you know Oberon is released. But yeah, this is not Oberon. This is a nice porter. So let's open it up here. Again, I got my trusty Rooster bottle opener here. We'll decant it. Just another beautiful pour there. About an inch or two there, or a finger or two. Plenty of roasted malts. Super in your face with the roasted malts. I detect a hoppiness there, but it's a grassy hoppiness, not like a bitter hoppiness. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what I'm describing. Yeah, that looks great. The color, if I hold it up to my light right here, I cannot see through it. Well, I can see through the bottom of it. I can't see through the midsection. So it is pretty darn dark, as should be for most porters. So this might not be a good pairing. We'll find out. This is about the beer, though. I think it's pretty good. It has a nice mouth feel. It's quite creamy. It has a nice rounded wheat, barley, malty kind of, just a nice rounded brown flavor. It doesn't really have any sharpness, which is what I like about it. Wow, that's a really nice porter. It has a little bitterness at the very, very end. It's sort of coffee-like. You know, a lot of porters, they have chocolate or vanilla flavors. Not really getting any of that. It's mostly just like a dark roasted coffee, malty kind of mix. It's really very, very well rounded. The finish is quite long as well. So I think I'm going to see if this is a good pairing or not. If you guys do not know how to pair things, the best advice I can give you is just try it. So what's the worst case scenario? You don't like it and you put it down. So and you know, people might discredit my beer reviews because I'm smoking something, and that might alter what I'm tasting in the beer, and that is true. But you know, I'm reviewing it as if I'm enjoying it in the real world. You know, maybe I'm smoking a cigar. Maybe I'm eating something. Maybe I just had a big spicy meal. So you know, everyone's taste buds are different anyway. Why not try to see if it would go good with something else? I found this awesome tamper when I was disc golfing. Check that out. Just a piece of wood, but it has some awesome termite grain in there. So it makes the perfect pipe tamper for here. Ta-da! Anyway, those are my favorite tampers, the one that you find that just seems to fit a particular pipe, and I think that's one of them. I think if I could stain this somehow, that would be really cool for that pipe. Plus, it was free. Now, the sugariness of Orlik Dark Strong Kentucky, it's quite a sweet tobacco. It has like a smoky sweetness from the Kentucky and the Virginia. It has like a brown sugar kind of sweetness, and it's bringing the sweetness out of this a little bit. So the bitterness is kind of counteracting the sweetness, and the sweetness is kind of counteracting the bitterness in here. So it's rounding it out nicely. So I'd say most tobaccos are great for porters. In this case, I think it's a pretty decent pairing. It seems to taste weedier, if that's a thing, more roasty with with this tobacco. That's pretty darn good. And I know that I'm smoking a pipe, but there is a little bit of smokiness, I believe, in the beer itself. So, they're kind of playing off each other. So it's kind of interesting. So far, I like this pair. And, again, if I don't like it, put the beer down. If I don't like this pairing, put the pipe down. I'd say this is a pretty easy to drink beer. I'm a big fan of porters, but this is 5.6 ABV, so it's very, very, manageable, sessionable. Yeah, not a lot of sweetness, not a lot of. It doesn't have a lot of complexity, but it has a nice grounded, smoothness to it, almost earthy in a way. It's kind of hard to describe, but I would say this is pretty darn good. I'd rate this like out of 10. I'd probably rate this beer like a solid 8. It might be hard to find for you guys because it's in Michigan and you might not be in the area, but Bell's, they ship all, quite a bit, quite everywhere it seems like. Yeah, so if you're into porters, you like the roasted malty sort of kind of flavors, you like that nice kind of smoky, kind of smooth, earthy flavor, this might be a good one. Still very, very drinkable. And yeah, that's good. And I'll catch you guys on the flippity flop.